Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. Who wouldn't want to be happier? Alas, enduring happiness comes from hard to change things like genetic predisposition, early childhood, and the quality of your current life. If you're living with four roommates in a crappy apartment, you have a soul-sucking job, and your lifetime savings are in three digits, well, you're unlikely to be going through life skipping down the lane. But there are palliatives, what I call doables, that can help, at least for a while. Listening to music. It's tough to be sad when you're listening to your favorite music, especially pump it up tracks. I've written a Psychology Today article called Music to Improve Your Mood, which you can Google. Just Google Music to Improve Your Mood and the name Nemco, and that includes links to some of my faves. Side benefit of that? Listening to a favorite song, even just a few times, may spawn an earworm, that happy tune that keeps rolling around in your brain. Another kind of a doable palliative for getting happier, or at least more content, cleaning up. Many people have jobs in which progress is slow, the outcomes are abstract or subtle. Not so with cleaning up. I don't know about you, but I actually feel good as I clean the sink or sponge mop my white kitchen floor tile. Preparing food. That's another activity with concrete, fast results. Plus there's the anticipation, which feels good. Alas, only sometimes does the taste match the anticipation. Good work. It feels good to be doing work that you're good at and feels of value. Hey, and you might even get paid for doing it. Even if I'm in a bad mood working with a client, even if the person has pretty serious problems, it makes me feel good. Writing also makes me feel good. Giving these talks makes me feel good because it seems to come fairly easily to me. Also, as I'm writing and reviewing a draft, I'm constantly finding little ways to improve it, which feels fun. Plus, it feels good to think that my writing helps some people. Taking a walk. That gets the blood flowing. You get to see pretty houses, attractive landscaping, nature views, attractive store windows, and then there's the people watching. Screen watching. Far from a boob tube, TV shows, instant video movies can be a great escape from life's worries, taking us into worlds we'd otherwise not see or that would require an expensive, time-consuming, side-effect-laden pilgrimage. And even, and maybe especially, TV comedies can induce happiness, at least for the half hour. Are you worried about screen time's ill effects? You might check out my article, The Case for Screen Time, which again you can find by just searching on the term, The Case for Screen Time in quotation marks, so Google looks for it as a phrase, and my last name, Nemko, N-E-M-K-O. Next, playing or watching sports. As long as you don't literally or metaphorically throw your golf club, sports are a great mood booster. Reading. Some of my more contented moments are lying in bed reading, with wife and or my doggie, Hachi, pressed against my side. Sometimes it's professional readings. For example, I'm now starting Mark Goulston's Get Out of Your Own Way. But usually I'm also reading a novel, and I've recently enjoyed A House for Mr. Biswas and Master of the Game. And I'm now reading White Noise, and at the same time reading P.D. James's mystery A Certain Justice. Other times I'm merely paging through a mail order catalog as a pre-bedtime soporific. That's relaxing, not taxing, and it's downright fun to see so many photos of interesting stuff and decide if I want to buy any. Gardening. Immersing yourself in the miracle of growth is calming, and it produces both instant and longer-term results. For example, you pull weeds and your garden immediately looks better. You plant tomatoes in spring or violas now at this time of year, and you've spawned growth, observable day by day, and within 2 months, you get a bounty. To maximize your gardening pleasure, you might check out my article, Tips for Smart Gardeners. Again, just Google Tips for Smart Gardeners in quotes and my last name, Nemko, N-E-M-K-O. Praying. For believers or agnostics, praying can be comforting, hope-inspiring, or at minimum, clarifying. Helping someone. It's hard to focus on your problems when helping someone else, especially if their situation is worse than yours. Helping usually makes you happier because of the ethical purity, because you're making a difference, and maybe because you're feeling grateful that your situation isn't as bad. And finally, sex. For many people, I've saved the best for last. And if your sex life isn't all it could be, is the answer to search for more, to communicate better with your partner, and or to enjoy solo activity. Especially if at this point in your life you're not really motivated to make major changes. Maybe one or more of these fast fixes, what I call doables, may at least for now be enough. I certainly hope so. I thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up, if needed, thumbs down, your comments. You're hitting the share button and sharing on your social media or subscribing to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.